many of you recognize that school tune from 1972? Nothing like a little Alice Cooper to get you rocking and rolling. Your Eminence, Your Grace, National Philoptochos President Maria Logos, and fellow Philoptochos sisters. It is with great enthusiasm to present Operation Classroom to you. As I was preparing, I became more and more excited as I saw these great projects the chapters were doing, and impressed with how these chapters not only embrace Philoptochos members, but the entire parish community. Today, I will share a few of these projects from a few of the chapters and give you some fundraising ideas to take back to your chapters with you. So Operation Classroom came into fruition shortly after the 2018 conference, recognizing local school districts did not have the available fundings to support teachers and students. First, the Operation Classroom Committee developed a mission statement that will be revised as times and needs are changed. Next. And we created some goals. So let's get it started. The Metropolis president appoints a chairman and committee, and each chapter president also appoints an OC chairman and committee. So the big picture, Operation Classroom has been designed to be flexible. Every chapter is able to choose a project that best fits them. Let's get it rolling. You can find a teacher and educator in your parish, or you can contact a school in your parish neighborhood, or work with a school liaison, social worker, or even find a school administrator. Many options, as you can see, whatever best fits. Let's take a look at some projects right now. One of the favorites embraced by many of the chapters was supplying filled backpacks to the schools. Assembly lines were created with our youth helping. And one of the best features, Philoptochos and our youth and the entire community working together. And a proud moment, the finished product. Thank you to our Goyans, church and Greek school students, and all the youth for lending a helping hand. Oh, and those smiles. It feels good to get something new. Supply drives were also embraced as a project by many chapters. A shout out to the Metropolis of Denver. This metropolis sent the report in the form of a PowerPoint. Listen up, this may be an expectation to go for the upcoming year for all the chapters and metropolises to follow. What a great tool for us to see what each other is doing. Take a look at the, oh, go back, Juliana. Take a look at the supplies and the quantity that this chapter gathered. And what better? Our kids learning how to give back. Look at those future Philoptochos members right there. The next generation is helping our mission already. Supplies, as you can see, school supplies are no longer just pencils and crayons. Last year, Pam Archdiocese and myself helped to stuff the bus for the school district that I worked for. We didn't stuff the whole bus, just part of it. More supplies. Comfort closets. Another Operation Classroom project adopted by many chapters was the comfort closet. This particular project mostly benefits the middle and high school students. We can't forget them. Many students, go back, many students live in shelters and move around from friend to friend or family members and do not always have access to being clean. Often students in these situations do not attend school regularly because of being bullied or for not being clean and not wearing clean clothes. The St. Philothea chapter in Tenafly, New Jersey was one of the chapters who participated in this project. Social workers created a list of personal hygiene needs. Then the chapter holds a personal hygiene drive. Please go back. Distributing the list to their members and community and collecting the items. Then the supplies are taken to the school and the school does the rest, setting up the items in the closet, and the student could shop as needed, of course, with no money involved. The next chapter was asked to collect supplies, but to place them in generic bags so students could pick up a bag discreetly from a social worker, not bring attention to themselves. So as you can see, many articles are needed. And don't forget those makeup kits. When you're going to buy your makeup, there's another purpose for those little kits that also come in handy. Another project are clothing drives. St. Catherine's Philoptochos had an undergarment drive, as well as St. John's Philoptochos in Omaha. A parishioner who's an assistant principal attended a luncheon sponsored by the Pania chapter in Marietta, Georgia. He brought to the membership's attention that many families in the school he works at could not afford uniforms that the students were required to wear. Well, leave it to Philoptochos. A clothing drive was launched and the chapter displayed the uniform and community members purchased these articles of clothing. The drive provided 24 complete uniforms for youngsters. And books, another important need addressed. Book drives were established and delivered to schools so every child could have their own book. St. Barbara's was one of these chapters that adopted 3 first-grade classes to provide during the pandemic. The books were sent to the homes of 50 children each month, starting at the pandemic in March and through the summer months. Now, these children have books to read and enjoy at home. And more books being packed up by another chapter and delivered to schools. This was a special event. Books were donated and the Philoptochos ladies were invited to the classroom to see students dress up and perform as their favorite story character. And working with students, nothing's better than having the opportunity to interact and to be able to give our time and talent to help and support students. And to be able to support after-school learning programs, which is really imperative right now during this pandemic time. And food drives continue to be important. The Agape chapter in Raleigh supported a high school food pantry so the kiddos could just grab and go and not worry about food preparation. St. Catherine's prepared food for families. And what we do best, keep everyone fed, full, and content. Many students depend on school to get their meals. On the weekends, food just isn't available, so the Macon, Georgia chapter joined forces and asked parishioners to donate non-perishable food items such as peanut butter, crackers, juice boxes, and so much more. They stored them in the bins, as you can see, then sorted and packed up bags for the weekend, for weekend packages for the students. Let's take a look at some other OC options. These students came from homes where parents were not fluent in the English language and not able to give support. So as an incentive to practice reading at home, these students were given movie tickets when they met their reading goal. Also take a look at their jackets and caps. Those are also donated. Once the pandemic hit in March, the St. Barbara Philoptochos in Piscataway, New Jersey wanted to do more. How could they help the children? With the suggestion of a parish teacher, they created care packages and reached out to school children who had limited resources offered to them. The care packages had a variety of snacks to eat and enough art supplies to do projects and keep learning and keep children occupied when not doing e-learning. And let's not forget, let's make our schools welcoming and inviting. That's also very important. The St. Irene chapter, like that name, was called upon to help a homeless mother and son as they escaped from an abusive situation. The chapter provided supplies to assist in setting up a new apartment and prepare for a new life and a fresh start. And the holidays, don't we want every child to be remembered at Christmas? And many Philoptochos did just that. Oh, do you remember the beginning of each school year? I bet you do. And how your mom took you shopping for new shoes? Well, this is Pete. I want you to meet my friend Pete, and he is excited about his new school shoes.
Here comes Pete, strolling down the street, rocking red shoes on his 4 furry feet.
I'm rocking in my school shoes. I'm reading in my school shoes. I'm eating in my school shoes.
Well, Holy Trinity Philoptochos in Fort Wayne, Indiana, wanted to give students the ability to rock and learn some new school shoes. They adopted a local school with a high percentage of needy children and held a school drive. People were able to select a shoe from the clothesline. Each color-coded shoe had the size indicated, and the shopping began. Nearly 80 students were outfitted with new school shoes and ready to start the new school year on the right foot. What a great way to kick off the school year. And was this appreciated? You bet it was. Stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Evans. I'm the principal of Bloomingdale Elementary School. We're an elementary school located in Fort Wayne. We're a Title I building, and we have a lot of students who come to us with significant need. So when Holy Trinity's Philoptochos group contacted us and let us know that they did this amazing thing, which was to give 70 pairs of shoes, high quality, great shoes that our children were so proud to wear, it was like Christmas for our students. It meant so much to see our kids light up because they had something that belonged to them. It wasn't a hand-me-down. They had something of value, and they felt very proud to wear them. We are very thankful for Holy Trinity Philoptochos group, and I cannot express enough how much Operation Classroom impacted our students. So I just wanted to say thank you, and you continue to do the great work you do, and we really appreciate it.
Community awareness. One of the best features that I was able to observe through the project is how the chapters created an awareness of what Philoptochos does in getting their communities involved. And the chapters created fundraisers to raise funds as well as awareness. A community breakfast. Kaludia, the go-to for just about everything. And a trivia night, a fun way to raise funds as well as raise awareness. An indoor picnic. Burgers, chips, and all the fixings of a picnic while the community listened to the principal of Magnolia Avenue Elementary School, which is an underprivileged school in the neighborhood of the Cathedral of Los Angeles. As you can see, the picnic was well attended by the community, and the entrance fee was donate school supplies or a monetary donation to support Magnolia School. And was Philoptochos thankful for making a difference? For sure. Everyone needs a hug. Who do you think enjoyed the hug more here? School year 2021. Will it look different? Absolutely. Is the need still there? More so than ever. Please reach out to your schools. See what you can do. See what your chapter can do to make a difference. Thank you to all the chapters for your support in the Operation Classroom Initiative. Thank you for getting your youth and other members of your parish involved in this worthy initiative. And thank you for developing an awareness of Philoptochos' good works in your parishes and your communities. As I was reading through the reports, the ladies of St. Anagadi summed it up best. This has been a very fulfilling project for our Philoptochos, knowing that we are addressing a local need and making a difference in teachers' and students' school days. I'm sure you feel the same. Thank you.